Hey, what's going on, guys? Aaron here. Welcome to the video. So this Friday, the first crypto summit is happening. Here's the guest list. And I want to talk about this. I want to talk about what Michael Saylor said on Fox Business today about the strategic reserve, and also what Howard Lutnick said will happen this Friday as well. What they'll do with Bitcoin and altcoins. Will they all be in the strategic reserve, or will some go in the sovereign wealth fund? So these are the confirmed people as of about 12 hours ago. So we have Michael Saylor, CEO of Exodus. We have Kyle Samani, who is going to be promoting altcoins. We have Zach Witkoff, the co-founder of Trump-linked World Liberty Financial. So again, I've talked a lot about what coins Trump is buying in World Liberty Fi. So I think those coins will be a part of the conversation. The co-founder of Chainlink, Brian Armstrong, the CEO of Coinbase, who said he just wants a Bitcoin strategic reserve. We have the CEO of Robinhood, the CEO of Kraken, the CEO of Crypto.com, the CEO of Ripple, unconfirmed Cathie Wood, Vitalik of Ethereum, Jeremy Allaire, the CEO of Circle or USDC, the CEO of Tether, Charles Hoskinson for Cardano, Anatoly, founder of Solana, Mark Andreessen, who is an early investor in Ripple. And then we have those representing the White House as well. So this is going to be a big event, a really, really big freaking event. So let me go through the highlights of this. This is Michael Saylor talking with Fox Business about what is going to happen.
Strategy co-founder and executive chair, Michael.
All right. So why is he smiling so big when MicroStrategy, the stock, is down like 40%, right? Clearly he knows something.
How do you think this crypto reserve will be financed?
It's above my pay grade to decide how it gets determined, but the Lummis bill has laid out the idea of acquiring Bitcoin strategically over 4 years, just consistently day by day, in order to reach a million Bitcoin target.
So he's talking about Cynthia Lummis saying they want 1 million Bitcoin, and apparently they'll be buying Bitcoin every day to do that. So that's one way that Michael Saylor is saying they could approach this.
I think the emerging consensus in the industry is that Bitcoin should be the element in a strategic reserve over the long term for the country. But if you wanted to support various investments in a sovereign wealth fund, that would be up to the executive branch.
So Michael Saylor is making the distinction here on live TV, talking about the difference between a strategic reserve and a sovereign wealth fund. So Bitcoin belongs in the strategic reserve. If the US wants to hold XRP or Avalanche or Sui or Solana or Cardano, that can be in the sovereign wealth fund category.
Bitcoin is the one universally agreed upon foundational asset in the entire crypto economy because it's the asset without an issuer. It's neutral. 99% of the energy and the capital has flown into that one. But I want to be clear that the U.S. has the opportunity to be the leader in digital assets if they have a progressive framework that supports currencies, securities, and tokens as well.
So Michael has kind of taken a step back from being just a Bitcoin maxi, everything else is dog shit, to there's a place for altcoins in the big picture. But it's not the same as Bitcoin. So he's still holding on to that, which is good. And I agree with, and so does the CEO of Coinbase, Brian Armstrong. He said that he thinks the strategic reserve should just have Bitcoin, just to be simple.
My point is there are a lot of people who are saying, why do we need this?
The logic behind a Bitcoin strategic reserve is not so much you're storing up Bitcoin. It's really that you're taking control of planting the flag in cyberspace because the digital economy is going to be capitalized on Bitcoin. And if you get there first, before the AIs, before the foreigners, before the Europeans, the Africans, the South Americans, the Russians, and the Chinese, the U.S. can own it and benefit from it.
That was actually a pretty good question because a lot of people don't understand why Bitcoin should be in the same category as life-saving medical devices or weaponry, right? Or oil. And Michael is really good at saying that whoever gets there first, whoever claims their stake in the world's most recognized digital property first, which is Bitcoin, and says, hey, we are going to have the most and no country can ever compete with us, that is as valuable, or Michael would probably agree more valuable, than, some of these other strategic reserves like oil, for example. And this is really cool too. So Howard Lutnick, Commerce Secretary, huge, enormous Bitcoin bull. He was talking about Bitcoin going higher and higher. He's going to be buying all the Bitcoin before he even got nominated. I think before Trump even got nominated. He said that the president definitely thinks that there's a Bitcoin strategic reserve. Now there will be a question of how do we handle the other cryptos? And I think the model is going to be announced on Friday when we do that. So again, the other cryptos could go into the sovereign wealth fund, which would make a lot more sense. Howard Lutnick says a Bitcoin strategic reserve is something the president is interested in. He spoke about it all during the campaign trail, and I think you're going to see it executed on Friday. So Bitcoin is one thing, and then the other currencies, the other crypto tokens, I think will be treated differently, positively, but differently. Taking a look at the prices really quick, top winners over the last 24 hours. We have Move, Ondo, Made in America, Bitcoin Cash, Made in America, Chainlink, Made in America, Aave, Made in America, Avalanche, Made in America. Then we have Kronos because we have the CEO of Crypto.com, Chris Marszalek. He is going to the event on Friday. So just his attendance is pumping the coin, right? Really crazy. So this event, right? This event could be a, I guess, like sell the news event where the market dumps after, unless there is some insane announcement, right? It's possible. It's possible that happens. We just do not know for sure. So we could see the price of Bitcoin really do one of two things. It could just tank super far down, or we could see the price go up a ton. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I really think this Friday event will have a pretty big move. Bitcoin is either going to go down to the 70s or the 70,000 range, in my opinion, if we don't see any really solid news about the reserve, or the price of Bitcoin could skyrocket really high, way above $110,000 if we see something really solid. So taking a look at other coins that I think will be talked about on Friday, we have Solana, which we could see a really big positive move up. So XRP has been hovering in this range between like $2 and it hit a high of around $3.40. I think that if we see a dump, this would still be a really great place to buy around the $2 mark. But again, depending on what happens on Friday, I could totally see the price going way above $4. You know, if something really exciting happens. And taking a look at ADA. So ADA could also have a huge move if we see positive news. And Charles Hoskinson is going to be there, right? He is going to be there. Well, it says unconfirmed, but I do think he's going to be there on Friday. So we could see huge moves for ADA as well, going way above $1.50 if there is positive news. And same with Crypto.com or CRO. Why? Because Chris Marszalek, the CEO of Crypto.com, is going to be there. He's going to be there on Friday. It's really just about how close, what's your proximity to Donald Trump at the moment. So that's the reason that Crypto.com had a pretty good pump today, but it's obviously down quite a bit from November. But we could totally see the price of Crypto.com, CRO, go up to, 22 cents, 25 cents, where it was in November. It really depends on if it gets added to the sovereign wealth fund or if it gets mentioned, if Donald Trump talks about it and mentions it. I mean, really, we're in this time where just talking about something is going to be pretty impactful. And I'll finish the video with this. So this is a chart showing that the price of Bitcoin S&P 500 really follows global M2 money supply. A lot of people are expecting a big move in March, having to do with the increase in M2 money supply that happened recently and how Bitcoin lags M2. So that is it for the video, guys. If you want to trade and get some awesome sign-up bonuses, I was using BTCC to show you guys kind of those charts, and you can get some awesome bonuses if you do want to sign up as a new member to BTCC using my link. Other than that, I'll keep you guys posted on everything going on. I hope you guys are doing well. Till next time, talk with you soon, and bye for now.